The hope to find complex or even intelligent forms of life is nowadays directed only toward extrasolar planets. But some of the planets and moons in our solar system are possible candidates for hosting simple life forms, whether they have been present in the past or maybe exist now. Firstly, we take a look at the planet that inspired the word Martian itself, the fourth from our Sun, Mars. The extremely thin atmosphere and absence of a magnetic field make its surface very exposed to dangerous levels of radiation, and, perhaps more importantly, it lacks liquid water on its surface. However, traces of ancient flows suggest that perhaps the planet has been more habitable or inhabited in an ancient past. It is also possible that liquid water could exist underground, which would be incredible news. If it were to exist though, it would likely be highly saline, which would have limited life to its simplest forms. The positive note is that salt might have acted as a natural time machine. Some organisms from an ancient era could still be preserved in salt deposits. The Perseverance rover, which landed on the Martian surface this February 18th, is right this moment seeking these life signs. The second candidate is one of the most famous moons of Jupiter, Europa. This small moon is an icy world with a layer of water ice around 15 to 25 kilometers thick. Under this layer, it's believed to exist an ocean of water, where life could have formed thanks to the heating provided by geothermal activities. This is, of course, just speculation, and definite proof of the existence of this natural heating system is yet to be found. However, recent studies on these geological activities show very promising results. Just like Europa, Enceladus, one of the moons of Saturn, presents a deep, liquid water ocean under a surface ice layer. Observations have also confirmed the presence of hydrothermal activities, which will provide sufficient heat for life to develop. Yet another moon is believed to have a large, hidden ocean. This is Titan, one of the moons of ring planet Saturn, and the second largest moon of the solar system. Despite its freezing surface temperatures of -179 Celsius, it is believed to have significant volcanic activity, cryovolcanism, perhaps, volcanoes releasing cold water instead of molten rocks. The surface ice is then sculpted by these flows of liquid methane and ethane, creating lakes and oceans. The most remarkable feature is the atmosphere. This presents a lot of organic compounds which have the potential to form complex molecules, building blocks of life. A very high amount of methane, whose origin is a mystery, could be a truly positive sign. On Earth is a sign of biological activity. Finally, one of the planets which was thought to be among the least likely to host life has recently become a potential candidate, Venus. Just this September 2020, it was announced that the presence of substantial amounts of phosphine in the top layer of the atmosphere of the planet has been detected. This chemical compound is produced by only a few known chemical processes, but any known reaction would have not been able to produce that high an amount of the substance. There are two possible explanations for this abundance, both of which are quite thrilling. The first one is that we are in front of an unknown chemical process, which will open the door to so many new scientific discoveries. The second one, and perhaps the most exciting, is that it could be produced by small organisms. In fact, if the surface of the planet is most unpleasant, the top layer of its atmosphere is much cooler.